Coach talked a little bit about giving you a little time off per se, to kind of give other guys a look to kind of see what other guys can do as far as practice and stuff goes. I mean, do you like that at this point in the season, just being able to take a little load off, so to speak?
Yeah, I think it's good. Obviously, camp's a grind. We got a lot of young guys in the room, and I know we're looking for a lot of guys, specifically in the receiving room, kind of make that next step because we're gonna need everybody big time this season. I think there's a ton of reps in fall camp to go around, so I feel like kind of just spreading those reps around and keep everybody fresh is kind of been good for us.
What stood out to you about Tyler Van Dyke since he got here?
I think Tyler, obviously, he's an experienced guy. He's been with 3 different offensive coordinators in the last couple of years, and I feel like the quickest thing that I kind of noticed was just how fast of a learning he is. Felt like during the spring, kind of just saw him taking the strides each day during the spring ball, and just kind of just carried straight into fall camp. He connected on a lot of deep balls today with 7 arm. I thought that was good to see. I think that's probably what stand out to me the most, is his ability to learn, the speed of his learning.
Coach Guy talked about you as a leader and just kind of you emerging that way. Just can you speak to that a little bit? Kind of how does it come natural for you, and what are some of the things you're kind of trying to do as one of the veteran guys on this team to kind of show guys, maybe the right way to do it?
For sure, I think Coach Guyton's definitely been on me about showing leadership, whether it's on the field, in the meeting room, whatever it is, kind of just being more that vocal leader. I'd say leadership does come natural to me, but I feel like kind of being that vocal leader is kind of something I really need to take the next step on, especially with just being that guy in the room that's kind of proven himself with what I did last year. I feel like a lot of guys are going to look up to me, and just being that vocal leader, not just leading by example, is going to play a big part for us.
Well, we've heard from other guys in the room and Coach Guyton about guys kind of cross-training, learning the slot and the outside positions. Is that an example of just you guys knowing the system more in year 2 and maybe some of the evolution you can have there, and maybe not everybody's boxed into one spot?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Seeing guys play inside outside like Vinny Anthony, it's good because you never know. It's a long season. You're going to need the next guy to step up, no matter what happens. And I feel like if we're able to have guys that know inside and out, it's going to only help us in the future.
Could you play out if you needed to right now?
Oh yeah, I feel like there's a few guys right now that could probably play inside and outside just with their knowledge and confidence with the system right now.
Bryson said that now that have a year under the belt, second training camp with this team, and being here and knowing a little bit of the system, it's a little bit of a smoother process. For you, kind of being in that same situation too. How do you feel the second fall camp is?
Oh yeah, I'd agree with Bryson for sure. There's just we know what we're doing now, obviously, because just being in the year whole system, there's a lot of confidence in that nature. But I feel like there's still stuff we got to improve on each and every day, and I feel like that's the beautiful thing about being out here in Platteville, is just you playing ball in meetings all day, and that's going to help us grow and be better this fall.
Do you feel like there are some small things that you were able to work on so far this fall camp that you didn't get to last year?
Yeah, I feel like there's always things you can work on, whether it's big things, small things, minor details, whether it's alignments, tightening alignments to run an out route, or stemming guys a certain way because they're playing a certain coverage. I feel like there's always things you can improve on. Football is always a different look, and there's always a different way to attack things, and I feel like that's kind of something that we've been able to do now, being in the year 2 of the system.
If you're not catching the ball, you're probably blocking downfield, and there's a real art to that. That's identifying somebody to block, and then also avoiding a penalty blocking downfield, right?
Yes, sir. There's this football saying, if no block, no rock. So if you're not blocking your butt off when you don't have the ball, don't expect to get the ball. And I feel like Coach Guyton's also been big on it with us to go just effort and energy. He talks about effort and energy, and that's if you have good energy and good effort, the ball just it tends to find you, whether that's in the run game, in the pass game, whatever it is. So I feel like when you're just treating the game how you're supposed to be playing it and doing anything how you're doing everything is it's going to be a big part for us.
Well, you've gone against Max Lofi a lot between spring practices and now. What's something that stands out about how he plays that quarterback position?
Yeah, Max is he's good. I feel like, cause I didn't really get to go against him much last year, but even just seeing him from the spring until now, you can see the confidence he's gaining back in the nickel in the slot. It's hard to guard in slot receivers, and he's been doing a really good job at it. He's been giving me a stretch good looks all fall camp as well as all spring, and I feel like just the more we're able to compete with him every day in camp, it's only going to make him better this season.
Every coach is different. Every position coach is different. With Coach Guyton, what do you think his emphasis has been? I don't know if it's maybe a little different than last year, but what would you say in that regard in terms of every coach stresses something different? What do you think it's been with Coach Guyton?
I think Coach Guyton, he's a really good coach. I feel like Coach Guidance, he brings a different energy to the room, and I feel like he gets a lot out of us. And when I say that, I just mean like he knows us. He makes sure we're aware of the standard, and he knows if we're not reaching the standard, he's going to let us know. And at the same time, he's going to have us hold each other accountable within the room, because, like we said, we need leaders in that room. And I feel like if it starts with him, and he's doing a great job leading us, and that just feeds into me and Bryce and the older guys in the room to feed into the younger receivers.
Still a little early in camp, but I mean, it doesn't sound like that anyone's shying away from talking about what their specific goals are. You know, by the end of camp, what are you hoping that this unit achieves up before the season kicks off?
Obviously, I expect big things out of this receiver room. Just like we said, being in year 2, but I just feel like we have so many guys in the room that are so talented. We have a lot more depth in the room, and at that depth, along with the confidence we have now, I feel like the sky's the limit for this group, and I'm excited for the first game. I'm excited for the season to get here, because I know what we're capable of, and I'm confident that if we're going to work every day here in fall camp